Welcome in, everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt and Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We have the food show you deserve. And today, above all else, you deserve this shit show. Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, world famous Cabaret Lounge in Peabody, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly, and Dom's Sausage Company in Malden. Andy, how are you?
My wife is making arrangements right now for my funeral.
She's talking to your financial planner.
I do have a hefty life insurance policy, which leads me to believe she's slowly poisoning me.
She's crossing the I's, dotting the T's, getting all that shit done.
When we got our life insurance policy, I purposely kept hers kind of low and mine really high because I am the breadwinner in the family.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, it's probably kind of tempting to kill me.
Yeah.
Because my daughter's going to be in college next year. That could afford college, afford a house, afford paying off the mortgages. She could live in Maine, driving a Lexus, be getting that Maine dick.
Nice. Is that a good dick? Is Maine a good dick?
No, not at all.
I don't think she wants to get a Maine dick.
Is bad dick in Maine. She'd probably get mass dick and bring it to Maine. Bring that mass dick up north.
So not much is actually going to change.
Yeah, so think about like the benefits for her. The only benefit for me not being poisoned right now for her is that she loves me.
Lucky.
That's the one thing. But is she a good actress? Because I mean, what the hell?
I don't know.
So I'll give you a quick rundown of the ailments I have right now.
Mrs. Ferg always seemed like the type that wore the heart on the sleeve type.
She does, but every day of her life, she watches a TV show called Snapped. And she's watched that show for close to 20 years. Multiple episodes.
So she's fixated on relationship murder porn.
And you know what the point of the show is? The entire point, because it doesn't go both ways. It's just the women killing the men and trying to get away with it. Every day of her life since I've known her, Snapped on Oxygen has been played at my house. All
right, so you might be in a little bit of trouble.
So maybe. I mean, and she knows she can't overpower me or hurt me with any weapons. I'm an issue, but poisoning is an easy fucking way.
But you're already hobbled.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like fucking what's his name from Misery?
Yeah,
just fucking stuck. All right, so I've been dealing with this chronic little issues for months. I have a bone spur in one of my feet. I get gout because my lifestyle is not conducive to healthy living.
When I was up there, I saw you. You know, we hung out Monday. We did the show Tuesday and Thursday, and one of your feet it looked like you were wearing a rubber boot, but it was flesh colored.
Yeah,
and you're like, I can't put on shoes. I can only wear flip flops, kind of uncomfortably.
Yep, exactly. So,
oh my God.
What happens is that lasts a week, and it ended mostly ended last week. And the day it was going away, my left knee, this is my right foot has had issues. My left knee got a sharp pain in it, in acute kneecap pain, which is a symptom of something called bursitis, which I've gotten many times in my life.
Is that part of gout? Because Fitzy's saying she's giving you gouty knee on purpose.
No, it's part of it. It's an arthritis that actually so is gout, but it's a repetitive motion injury that and when I favor one leg over the other, which while I had gout, I was favoring my left leg.
Yeah,
it tends to come out.
Is that what prompted the picture you sent me of you in a blue knee brace on the couch?
Yeah, that was my current situation. Now I'm using broccoli.
I was
the frozen broccoli
drunk, and you were like, "No, I climb a ladder, you fuck."
You were like, "What are you doing, you fucking moron?" I'm like, it's a fucking knee. It's a fucking ice pack, bro.
You can't do shit.
Yeah, that was me. And I woke up yesterday morning in tons of pain and made this genius choice to go play in a golf tournament in the rain, which wasn't the right play.
No, probably not.
My knee done exploded.
My knees don't hurt at all right now, and I'm not trying to golf.
And this morning I woke up and it was the size of a football, the knee. I couldn't do my...
Oh, shit.
That's true. Yeah, she's fucking reversing it. So And then so today I get up and I go to work. I do what I can. No ladders, just admin stuff. Look at a couple of jobs.
Yeah.
And I'm traveling between 2 jobs to look at, and I happen to be driving near my house. Mm-hmm. And my knee was killing me. So I should go ice it for half an hour. Plus, I had a little tickle in my tummy. Now I'll give you a full explanation about me. First thing in the morning, gone.
You just puke.
I evacuate my backside. It is just nasty. It's
you
gone.
were going like this. It was.
My asshole spits up everything.
That would be kind of a this way type of thing.
I don't know the sign language
you
for
don't know
shitting
which
out.
side you're fucking evacuating out of?
I do talk a lot of shit, so you never know. So I generally evacuate first thing. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite things about me.
It's beautiful. My ritualistic morning dump. It's beautiful.
For the most part, I just get it all out of my system, and boom, I'm ready for the whole day.
Here's the thing: you got a wife and daughter, so what'd be more beautiful if you didn't is that open door morning dump.
I can't do that.
Oh, it's fucking glorious.
No one's up at 6:45.
I don't know why, but it just feels better to just do an open door dump.
It's because you're voyeuristic.
No, because nobody's here. This is my house. I'm gonna shit where I want to shit.
There's the possibility of getting seen. I know no one's there, but there's a possibility.
Maybe, possibly.
We could deep dive this.
Possibly. All right.
And then I got to my office, and number 2 came. So, well, we don't do 2.
Number 2
1. Yeah. Okay. Again, it was,
occasionally that happens.
Of course, occasionally. Yesterday, I ate a lot at the golf tournament. I drank enough to cause these issues. It's possible.
What kind of eating?
The golf tournament had donuts in the morning.
Always good.
A couple dogs at the turn.
Okay.
And then the after dinner banquet was barbecue. It was cornbread, mac and cheese, salad, ribs, pulled pork, some sort of chicken.
And you sampled everything, obviously.
I sampled most of the things, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I didn't finish my plate because I had gotten full, but I had a big plate.
Okay.
So I decided to stop at my house this morning, just grab something, use the bathroom, ice my knee, and that's where I stayed for 6 fucking hours because of the pain I was in my stomach. Mm-hmm. Is that Garrett?
Yep.
Oh, his mom loves me. Tell Nancy I said hi. Kisses. Have her get ready for the tournament. I see that she's been working out recently. I'm excited about that. A little less to worry about. She's killing it. She's got a personal trainer. Friend of mine is a personal trainer, Laura, killing it. Nancy and my wife signed up the same personal trainer, so it's pretty exciting.
Nice. Gonna try to wrangle something.
Maybe I'll get more pictures. Maybe we'll take a few more selfies. Her and I.
She says she has a small dinky, but the fact that she knows.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Big or small, she knows about it.
She knows about it.
You really walked into that one, Garrett. You walked into that one.
God damn, sir.
Who wants a threesome? Do you want one with me and you, or me and Mike and your mom? Because either way, that's fucking weird, man. Or Charlie. Dad.
Oh, yeah, you, Garrett, Charlie, the 3 of you guys just gonna fucking.
Holy shit! Yeah, fuck. Sorry, Nancy, you're out. I'm banging your husband and your son.
Pants will come down. Everybody will lose interest real fucking quick. You'll sit in the corner, drink beers like weirdos.
Yeah, 3 guys with tiny dicks just hanging out. Just like, look how small your dick is. Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. We've
all seen Garrett's dick. It's tiny. He used to show it off in the high school football locker room to the kid we had that was a little special. What he would do back then is considered a crime nowadays.
I mean, most things are.
But you could just show your dick to someone that had a bit of autism. Just toss it up there. A little bit of the Asperger.
You could just occasionally go by the retarded neighbor's house and hang dong, and she giggles, and you walk away, and all is right with the world. It's part of fucking the 80s, man. One
of the most awkward things of my life, I was doing a job, and this kid was hanging out by the front window with his dick out, and he was like 3. He stood there the whole day. It was Garrett. It was Garrett, a tiny little dick. But it was the whole fucking day. I'm like, can someone get this kid out of the fucking window? I'm not here to look at a kid's fucking dick. I mean, Garrett would love it. It would be probably his best day of his life. But I'm like, can you get a hold of your little naked retarded kid? Because I'm not here to look at this.
Oh, Jesus, we got so off track on that one.
Anyways, so I'm dying, and that's what's important.
Yeah, so I'm going to make it through this episode. We were on your second shit of the day.
I took about 40 throughout the day, and then right before we came on, I made the choice to chug a beer because I do before every show,
as you do,
and it came back immediately.
Now,
I don't
want to put any legality blame on anybody, but that's usually if I'm shitting multiple times, I'm backtracking what I ate. That's why I asked what you ate, because it's generally it starts with food poisoning. Because as the alcoholic denier that I am, that's usually the third thing I think of. But that's probably actually what the fuck it was.
And for me, I've had food poisoning. This isn't it.
No.
The puke came because I forced myself to chug a beer when I shouldn't have.
Right.
And then when I evacuated what little food I had today into the toilet, I spun around and evacuated on top of it with my butt.
Jesus.
A little butt evacuation. It was a nightmare.
So you're just sick.
I'm glad this basement. I'm fine.
Oh yeah. You're a fucking picture of health over here.
I look better than I did an hour ago, and 2 hours ago, and 3 hours ago. I'm getting better.
Well, that's just because I'm working the saturation, the contrast over here. We're both.
I got a great tan.
Both fucking pale bitches.
I got a great tan. I was up north this weekend, living the fucking dream, killing it.
Living the dream. Killing what? Your fucking leg or your boat?
I killed both of those things.
You are not a mechanic.
I play one on TV sometimes, though.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, last week we talked about how my boat got towed in by my neighbors.
Yeah. It got worse.
And so I figured out the problem because I'm a real stat. I'm like a fucking genius when it comes to this sort of thing. I can diagnose issues with.
Did you
boats.
diagnose that it was user error?
Yeah. No. The original issue I figured out because what you do is you take a sledgehammer and hit a starter as hard as you can over and over again until it breaks into pieces.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So I went and got myself a new one, put it in, spent my morning dealing with this bullshit, wrestling with it. It's located underneath the engine. I'm fat. I can't really reach it.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. I didn't pull them for the show, but yeah, that didn't look like a comfortable position for that person to be in.
Especially with the guy with the gimpy leg.
Yeah, definitely not for you. Patrick's asking, have you had boar's head meats recently? I don't know.
I haven't, but that's a good question actually, because I know they have what they have.
What's that word?
Listeria.
Yeah,
listeria. It's a bacteria.
It's a bacteria. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, that would make sense if I had some, because that's pretty much what is happening right now.
Okay, moving on.
But we did. I think we had some up north, but I don't think anyone else got sick. And I think I had like one turkey sandwich.
See,
Friday.
Here's the problem with people like us. I'll include myself in this. When shit happens like this, literally, we look around and think, well, nobody else got sick, without taking into account that we aggressively pollute our bodies more than most.
Yes.
So even though we walk around upright like normal fucking human beings every day, the internal immune system isn't as good as we believe it is. And the littlest bit of bullshit that gets put in there is being fire hosed out the back.
Yes.
That's what I'm guessing is going on here. It was either a miscooked meat somewhere or boar's head this, and probably we also eat a lot more than the other people around us.
Sure. Could have been anything.
It literally could have been anything, but I'm guessing it's some form of a food poisoning. Because think about it. Because if you were sick, if we were sick, you would be feeling like, the sore throat, the fever, the bullshit, COVID-y.
Sure.
You're not doing that.
No, I feel great otherwise.
It's food poisoning.
Other than
fucking
shock stomach pain and fucking shitting and puking everywhere.
You evacuated all the evil, and now you're better.
That's the plan.
That's food poisoning. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, I'll take it. I don't care. I just want it gone.
I'll take food poisoning any day. Fuck COVID.
Food poisoning, wife poisoning. Fucking, I'll take either one. Get it over with.
You put a little fucking rat juice in your fucking drinks.
It's like the show Oz when they put broken glass in that guy's fucking food every day for like a year. What a fucking move that was. Just a little bit of broken glass to a fine powder.
Oh my God.
Greatest show no one's ever seen.
There's not many people watch that one.
Well, it was pre-Sopranos. HBO didn't have a following yet.
I feel they went too hard on the prison gay thing for the, especially because it was pre, like you said, pre-Sopranos. So they really weren't doing a ton of original programming. So it's like, really, we're going this hard out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
At BC just fucking plowing people from behind.
Yeah, man. It's
Chris Keller raping fucking Beecher.
I don't know. Let's ease into it. Let's have Gandolfini choke a couple people with piano wire before we get to butt sex.
Oh no, the butt sex came in early and hard.
Some hard butt sex.
I think the first episode might have been Beecher drunk driving, getting raped by fucking Keller.
There was definitely a prison rape in the first one.
And Chris Keller also became the guy from SVU.
Yep.
Convicting rapists. Yep. So, full circle.
Christopher Maloney.
Yep. Carmelo Soprano, one of the jail gods, season 1.
Yeah.
Greatest, one of the best shows of all time. No one ever watched it because it was so fucking old.
So rapey.
The fact that Ryan O'Reilly, who's Mayhem on the Allstate commercials, his real brother is on that show and also does Allstate commercials with him.
Rome is another one. Rome didn't get the credit because, again, it went the other direction. It was super porny.
Yeah.
Rome. So basically, you remember the movie Caligula? Malcolm McDowell.
I've heard of it, no.
Okay.
I have no.
So basically, Malcolm McDowell made this movie Caligula, and it was produced by Penthouse. Now, after all the real actors finished filming their movie, Penthouse came in and filmed a whole bunch of hardcore porn shots and inserted them into the movie. That's what Rome became. Was just a long version of this 2-hour movie.
What was the show on Showtime? It was about the Roman gladiators and the slaves, and it was fucking. The lead guy died after season 1, and then they got someone new to play him.
Say it again.
It's a Showtime show, and I can't think of it right now. It was a fucking based on the Roman times, and yet you'd hire fighters and slaves
Spartacus?
to fight for you. Yes, Spartacus.
Spartacus, yeah.
The TV show Spartacus.
Yeah.
That was some straight.
It was a bit different from the Kirk Douglas version.
I watched Lucy Liu finger bang a girl. Not Lucy Liu, no, Lucy Lawless.
Yeah,
Xena
she
Warrior
did a
Princess.
lot of that.
A lot of finger banging. Also, my favorite scene in that whole show is the guy from The Mummy that's like the nerdy, funny guy.
Yep.
Not Brendan Fraser, but the little nerdy guy,
Yeah,
little British guy. He's one of the main characters. He's Dominus.
Yeah.
And he's watching Lucy Lawless finger bang some slave. And the slave's sucking Lucy Lawless's titties, and he's banging this slave from behind. They're across the table, and this is the scene.
Lucy Lawless went real hard after fucking Xena.
He takes his thumb, puts it in his mouth, licks it, and shoves it in the girl's ass. I'm like, this is on TV right now.
It's wonderful.
What a show. I might go back and watch it again. So good. Decent amount of gay stuff on that one, though, if you're not into that sort of thing.
Well, it's also Roman times, A
lot of people don't like that.
Wanking, spanking, fucking orgies.
Wait a second. Are you telling me in ancient times?
In ancient Rome.
Ancient Rome, ancient Greece, these places?
I mean, what? Greece is, that's like, it's all Greek to me. That's about butt sex, right?
Are you telling me that they were weird sexually, a little aggressive, a little out there?
I would say that. Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say that.
Because, that opening ceremony was a little out there.
I mean, I didn't watch it. Here's the thing. I
watched a little bit of it.
During the opening ceremonies, I was watching Deadpool and Wolverine. So I missed it, but I've definitely caught the commentary online. And I don't think anybody's happy. Like,
well, no, it wasn't
Catholics
good.
aren't happy that it looked like the Last Supper, and then not Catholics aren't happy with the Catholics because they're like, well, have you ever seen ancient blah, 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 France or Greece or whatever the fuck they're doing? And a lot of people are pissed off because I guess there was trans people. I don't know. I saw a picture, some guy
there was some
balls.
trans people. No, that guy was regular American. I mean, regular man, but he had his ball
Dude
out.
just had his fucking nutsack hanging out of his shorts.
Full ball out.
There was a blue guy. I don't know if Blue Man Group was involved, wasn't involved. It looks like it was weird as shit.
Oh, no. What I watched, I put it on for 4 minutes. I happened to catch it when Lady Gaga was performing.
See, I didn't even know she did.
I'm a Lady Gaga fan.
I'm a Lady Gaga fan, but I didn't even know she was part of this shit.
It was the worst half. Now you'll understand what I'm saying here. You're a Disney adult. You go there.
Of course.
Now you're walking by Magic Kingdom or one of the fucking castles, and out of nowhere you start hearing music and horns, and and a show just starts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 12:15 on fucking Tuesday, and we're doing a show.
Yep.
It felt like that, like some garbage fucking Disney in the park production that they're gonna do 50 times today. I said, this is the worst song I've ever heard.
Right.
Lady Gaga looks like shit, which is saying a lot because I'm a big Stephanie guy.
Okay.
And I turned it off. Not because I was offended, because it was terrible.
It's tough to do.
You can't. And okay, the religious people who are mad, that's the Last Supper. They happen to catch a screen grab of this moment that, if you look quick, had Last Supper vibes to it.
It definitely had Last Supper vibes to it.
But it wasn't a table. It was a runway.
It was a runway going the wrong way, though. It was
a runway.
It was horizontal. They were sitting behind it. Fuck off with this. It's a runway thing.
Look at a fucking fashion show. They sit on the runway.
Eh.
All right. Then you had...
I'll need to see a video because, again, context is everything. Were there people walking on that table that we saw?
Not at that exact moment.
But were there? Were there shots?
When Dionysus, the blue guy, showed up, he was on the table.
He was laying on the table like he was waiting to get fucked. But
he's the Greek god of love and love.
Was it treated as a runway or was it treated as a fuck table?
Both.
Yeah, you can't do both.
Also, it was 18 people, not 12. You want to do the Last Supper? At least get the numbers right.
Yeah, but Lloyd, the French are assholes.
Here's the thing: the French are weird. The French are fucking weird and they suck. Yes, Lloyd. That's the thing is, you expected normalcy out of the French. It's gonna be fucking weird. But stop!
I didn't fucking watch it. I didn't think I was missing anything.
I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here.
Go ahead.
Stop look. Not you. This is for people.
Go ahead.
Stop looking for reasons to get offended. You fucking pussy. It's not always about you and your religion. It's not the Last Supper. It's about fucking a pagan god in Greece because the Olympics were founded in Greece. It was an homage to fucking Greek culture.
Right.
Also, I find this amusing because something switched recently. Remember back in 2020, 2019, everyone who was unoffendable would call people snowflakes. You're a fucking snowflake. You're a fucking snowflake. Guess what? The people who call people snowflakes have become the fucking snowflakes. You little offendable twat.
I mean, by definition, yes, everybody's a fucking snowflake at this point.
Like, now everyone's getting offended. We can't get offended by everything, and you can't look for fucking reasons. Wait till someone calls someone the N-word. Then we can all rally together.
But that's not going to happen. That doesn't happen anymore.
It does at Fenway, according to some people.
It happens so rarely, and that doesn't happen enough for that to be the barometer.
Let's rally together to get mad at the right thing. That's the right. Let's get mad at the right things. I'm not saying you had to enjoy the opening ceremony. I sure as fuck didn't. I thought it was weird as shit.
Yeah.
I turned it off. I didn't write my congressman. I didn't go to Facebook and type out a status about how we got to fucking get rid of this tranny bullshit, man. These women with dicks.
This is
fucking
also
turning me on.
Here's the thing. I mean, this happens. This happens at every one of these types of things. Speaking of like during COVID. Okay, so remember the Super Bowl 21. J-Lo Shakira halftime show. And then the next day, you would have thought that they were finger banging each other because they shake their asses on stage. Like, this is a stripping show and all the fuck. Like, it happens at all these things. Things.
The far right religious people are really fucking up our culture.
Sure. But it's
fuck with our culture.
It's not just the problem is it's not just them. It's fucking, someone who has no religious bullshit involved, but they just feel that they're important and their child happened to be watching while a blue man laid on a table while a fat woman stood behind him. And I don't know.
Woman quotes, that's a man.
Was that a man?
Oh, that was a giant dick man, yeah.
Oh, so again, I didn't watch. I've only seen
who cares?
Him photoshopped into Burger King memes.
Sure, yeah, definitely. It's a good play.
I mean, a great play. As soon as I saw the first one, I sent you the fucking text. Welcome to the 2024 Ozempic Games. Jesus Christ! Fucking
my favorite meme I saw today. It was perfect. It said, "The opening ceremony is making our children gay." There's a picture of the table, right?
Yeah.
And then down below it was a male gymnast,
Yep.
a male swimmer, and a male diver wearing very little clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, "Actually, this is what's making your children gay."
No. I disagree with all statements on that.
Well, no, kids are born gay.
Because well, here's the thing.
They're finding out. Awkward boners.
At this point, we're in 2024. Nobody, let's say, born after 91 watches these fucking things.
That's true. They watch them at clips.
They watch them on
Instagram.
TikTok.
Yep.
They watch 10-second clips of this shit on TikTok. And it's always, truthfully, it's always been this way. It would go all the way back to Janet Jackson's tit popping out at that fucking Super Bowl. The kids, first of all, if they were watching the game, they didn't notice the fucking nipple because it happened so goddamn quick that I was fucking watching it on and actually taping it and had to stop the tape, rewind the tape, and say, did I see a fucking nipple there?
Was that a nipple?
And I zapruted the shit out of it, and I know how to go frame by fucking frame. And still was like, is that a nipple? Because she had that fucking ornament on her fucking tape.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole, oh, what about the children? Dummy, it's all about you. It's not about the children. The children don't give a shit. If they are watching it, they are bored to tears, hoping they can get their fucking iPad charged so they can get the fuck out of the room. And you're forcing them to do this because you think it's the right thing to do because it's the Olympics and it's America.
You know what someone brought up my post about it. I just made like a settle down post, and these two tinfoil hat wearing fellas I'm friends with started talking to each other about the 2012 London games.
Tasha, you should be offended. Welcome to the show.
That predicted COVID. I'm like, because they used a fucking hospital bed and danced, they predicted COVID. 8 years before COVID existed, they did an opening ceremony where nurses and children danced in hospital beds.
What?
Yeah, in 2012 at the London Games, part of the opening ceremony was nurses and children.
Okay. So the London Olympic opening ceremony was actually great. They had Ricky Gervais. They had the fucking Spice Girls. I don't know what you're talking about with a hospital bed or anything. They definitely didn't predict fucking COVID unless they were already giving it to people, and it just took a while to get across the pond.
The people, this predicted COVID.
According to the people.
Yeah, I watched the YouTube video on it. The evidence was striking.
Well,
nurses dancing on TikTok.
I enjoyed that one. Like I said, Ricky Gervais and the fucking Spice Girls. You have me sold.
We can just go ahead and say this one thing. 99% of the population is fucking retarded.
Oh, 99.9.
Retarded. I'm so offended. Fuck off. Go away.
Seriously.
Don't be offended by anything. Don't care. Who cares?
The only part of the Olympics that I've actually been like, that makes me happy. Snoop Doggy Dogg carrying the motherfucking torch high as shit.
He was so fucking high.
Look at him. He is so fucking high, carrying a giant goddamn joint.
That is literally a fucking giant joint. It's perfect. What a moment.
It's one of those things that is like, it elicits so many thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, it's like, that's fucking awesome. That makes me happy. He is living his best fucking life. He is high as shit, carrying the Olympic torch in fucking France. Then it's like, he murdered somebody.
He never got caught.
I mean, murder was the case that they gave me. He's literally no, but all things considered, he's literally an ex-member of the Crips.
Yes, he is.
I mean, you think about like the people who haven't carried the Olympic torch. I would say, I mean, just off the top of my head, Kurt Angle, who won an Olympic medal.
He is not. No.
He won an Olympic medal with a broken freaking neck.
Chris Benoit
has never carried it. Didn't do shit, but killed a couple people. Hulk Hogan has not. A great American has a beer.
Didn't do it on all the rest of that. I saw Jim Duggan never once. He has experience carrying things.
But seriously, but realistically, like there's a lot of fucking Olympians that have never carried a torch, and Snoop is carrying the fucking torch. And as much as I should be like, oh, why don't you get an Olympian? I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier with fucking Snoop carrying a goddamn torch that looks like a massive joint.
Have you been watching the Olympics at all?
Only a little bit. I saw. I did stop in my tracks when I saw the women's gymnastics team start jumping around.
So he's been
Simone
Biles. I'm not going to spoil it because I watched it today.
I watched that too. That was exact. She stopped me in my tracks. Fucking attractive woman.
Also, she's phenomenal. Did you see the
she
meme
can do
of
flips? Yeah.
See the meme. So her mom called Snoop out.
Oh, go on.
Because if you can find this, is a picture of Snoop like raising his glasses, eyes bugging out of his head.
Yeah.
He's looking at Simone Biles.
John Taffer should carry the torch. Great American.
Bottle of whiskey. Yeah. I guess he's a prick, according to Craig from Fibbers.
Do you expect anything else?
Nope.
No.
So yeah, Simone Biles. Snoop was staring at her with his mouth open, eyes bugging out. It could have been for her performance,
or he's just super high.
It also could have been that she looks the way she does.
He might not have even been seeing her.
Yeah, so he got called. But so I've been watching a lot. Snoop has been interviewing people. It's been so fucking awkward. Jeez. He's also been sitting with the families in the stands. Like he's at swim meets, sitting with the family of the American and cheering. He's everywhere. He comes on Mike Tirico
looking at this picture and look at him. He is
high.
So fucking high. It is amazing.
He is Jumptown high. That is Jumptown high right there. He might be beyond Jumptown high.
Oh, he's
Jumptown
way
might
beyond Jumptown
strive to be Snoop high.
There is a level of high that you will never get to, and it's Snoop high.
Well, you know what it is you fall asleep before you get that high. His tolerance must be so ridiculous that he doesn't fall asleep. He just lives his good life.
I remember it was one of the years I was doing the Mohegan Sun Wine and Food Fest, and him and Martha Stewart were going to be there. Which again, Snoop is a wild fucking character. Just like his whole career story arc is interesting as fuck.
Yeah.
But he was going to be there. They were one of the presenters, and they were going to do a thing. And I was trying to wrangle interviews and stuff. And I'm talking to the PR person. I'm like, so I want to get Snoop. And they're like, yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm like, come on, get me Snoop. And they're like, I go, and I open up Instagram. I go, I know what floor he's on because he's walking around the fucking hotel smoking weed. So I'm just going to ride the elevator till I smell it, and I'm going to interview him, or you can get me the interview. He's like,
did it work?
Did it work out? He goes, please don't ride the elevators looking for him. I go, well, find me him. It didn't work out.
No, of course, it's a good try though.
It didn't work out. I got Bobby Flay instead.
Yeah, so Bobby Gaines to the Snoop.
I was so disappointed. He's such a cunt.
That's the worst.
It's the worst trade-off ever.
Oh my god!
Ever.
Imagine that. Instead of Snoop, here's this drip.
Yeah, he stunk.
This douchebag. This fucking restaurant cunt. Remember his show Beat Bobby Flay?
Yeah.
And he'd take home cooks and embarrass them.
So
what do you do well?
One of the chefs I interviewed, she worked or still does, I'm not sure, at Idle Hour in Quincy, I believe. Had the best fucking Beat Bobby Flay story. She won vomiting blackout hungover.
Good for her.
It was like that mix of like, I'm still drunk, I'm super hungover, I'm 2 hours late, the fucking limo's been downstairs, they've been ringing my fucking phone, I was passed out fucking drunk, and she's just like, I was a disaster, and I still fucking beat him. I'm like, good for you. I think
the early days though he didn't go against chefs. It was I remember the first season when I first started watching it, he would go against some housewife who made phenomenal meatballs or phenomenal chicken parm or her specialty.
That I didn't know. I'm not a big Bobby Flay guy.
And I remember watching it, and he would go to your city. You tell him what your specialty is.
Oh, that's a completely different show.
Yep. Yeah. And they changed it because he was being an asshole. He was ruining people's lives. Then he changed to, let's both cook this and see who does it better. No, in the beginning
he started cheating on his wife, and he had to fucking relocate it.
Well, yeah.
Is it Jumptown High or Jumptism? That's fucking good.
That's pretty good. Kind of both. Is there a difference?
Not at all.
He's high functioning. We don't know what we do. We definitely don't know what we do. So he used to beat these home cooks who made something phenomenal, like a family recipe, and he'd come to their town and fucking embarrass them, and they'd slither away. I guess I can't beat Bobby Flay. That was fun.
So while we're on, it's kind of still semi on the Olympics. Tell us how BEEFlympics is going.
Oh, it just started. BEEFlympics just started.
Yeah.
This was your idea.
Yes.
This was your Photoshop. This is a great thing. So
I'm impressed with myself on that second one. The first one was dog shit. I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, it definitely was, which I didn't react to. I knew you'd do better.
Yeah.
But that one, if you know the actual logo that Mike is doctoring, you will be like, wow, that is fucking spot on.
Yeah. I actually have it.
The BEEFlympics are starting right now. It's basically you have to go to 10 different shops and complete one task at each shop. Doesn't matter which task you do where. First person or team of up to 4 people to complete all 10 tasks gets $550 in gift cards.
Pretty good.
It's a pretty good number. So even if you get 3 other people, there's 4 of you, you're still getting $135 in gift cards to great beef shops. They've all the shops that are involved and have agreed to. Yeah, there it is. That's the original.
So
Mike doctored
it. That's the original there. And then
Mike made it a little different. He made it a little different for the people.
And about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning while I'm uploading the show, I'm like, I got this better.
That's better.
There you go.
Way better.
There you go.
So it has started already. I'm going to basically keep track of the first week and see who's done what, and then I think after the first week we'll see that people are actually doing it and get some. I know one person did go to Londy's today and got a selfie with Ted, and that is a selfie with an owner is one of the tasks. So we're off and running.
So one person has started.
Oh no, people have gone to Nick's and gotten a 3-way. Like there's people that are doing it. Just they
probably don't even know they're doing it.
I don't know. They'll find out when I put the results up.
Right.
They're in, and then they'll figure out that they should finish this thing because it's a lot of fucking money.
So they have to do all of it to win it.
They have to do one task at each beef shop.
At every beef shop that has donated a gift card to the cause.
But it's one task, not a task. Not the same. Not you have to go to all 10 and do 10 things.
No. You have to do one thing at 10 shops.
Yeah, 10 places. 10 places. Yeah. You can pick your spots. You can get whatever you want any way you want. It doesn't matter as long as you check a box off.
And you mentioned it could be a team effort, anywhere from 1 to 4 people per team.
Yep. It's just a matter of how much you want to share the gift cards if you win.
Exactly. If you want all $550 in gift cards, start fucking running around getting fucking beefs.
There's a couple hiccups in there, but I did it on purpose. I didn't want to make this a fucking Tuesday to fucking Thursday contest. This is you got to punch in.
George and go to what, August 11th?
That's the point. We want to make it last. So George and Leon's is one of the places, and they're in Westbrook, Maine. Westbrook, Maine's outside Portland. It's not exactly close. It's worth a ride. They're phenomenal.
Right.
And then you have to go to C&S Pizza in Pepperell.
Right.
Not close. But if you know someone who lives in Amesbury and you live in Lowell.
Yeah, but from the pictures and reviews, fucking going to CNS is just goddamn worth it.
Plus, Bill's a great guy, too. Bill's a really nice guy. He's never even considered saying no to me, and he's asking me what else can I do. I'm like, nothing. I'm not one of these assholes. That's a good point, actually. Fine point. I never think about us, Mike.
I know you don't.
Oh, we forgot to talk about fucking Flavor Flav sponsoring the women's fucking water polo team.
Because, and I love the excuse. It was because he found out they have second and third jobs, so he sponsored them. It looks like Flav just wanted to jump in the pool with a bunch of hot fucking chicks.
Yeah, women's water polo is not a bad sport if you're into muscular chicks.
No.
I think those girls in particular are probably not getting the NIL money that the swimming girls are, or the gymnastics girls, because those are in college and they're getting endorsements. No one's paying the water polo girls.
The sport I saw today that it floored me. I had to stop, and I was talking to a coworker. So they have men's and women's basketball, right?
Yep.
And they also have men's and women's 3-on-3 basketball.
I watched that today. What the fuck is that?
I watched it. I looked. My coworker's black, and I look. I go, oh, so this is what they've given the white guys to do. The white retired basketball players with bad knees.
It's
gets
terrible.
the 3-on-3, and their scores are dog shit. I don't know how long the quarters or halves or whatever the fuck they're playing is, but it was like I'm looking at it, it's like there was 3 minutes left in whatever they were playing at that moment. It was like 12 points. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
A 10-minute game, but it's also first to score 21. So
how is Ice Cube not involved with this?
He is. He's got to be.
He has to be, right? I mean,
it's literally his game.
The only fucking point to having 3-on-3 in the Olympics is if it's promoting Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league.
I saw a Big 3 commercial moments after that went off.
Also, I just want to say Caitlin Clark could not make the 3-on-3 team apparently either.
No, she didn't want to be on that team. They need to fucking figure that. You know that
she just seems to be having a good fucking summer right now.
The attendance for the women's game was the lowest of any team because Caitlin's not there and people are boycotting it.
Yeah.
Like all the other teams, like Serbia, Latvia, fucking Spain, all these other countries are getting 20,000 people. America, 11.
No, like nobody gave a shit about WNBA until she showed up.
They really,
and
they
now,
could fix this.
And now you're going to be like, oh no, we're not going to put her on the fucking team. Come on, dude.
All you do is get someone to say, I'm
more of an Angel Reese guy myself because he'll show, but like, what the fuck? Like,
well, listen, if you're fucking someone, Angel Reese is the answer. If you want to watch a basketball game, you watch fucking Pokey Reese.
Exactly.
Not a Pokey Reese. Caitlin Clark.
Pokey Reese.
Angel. I always call her Pokey because of the Red Sox player from the 90s, Pokey Reese.
Pokey Reese.
I would call her Pokey right to her face. That would be terrible. I'd go to jail. More like poke me, am I right?
No, it's not.
I think it was pretty good there. So all they got to do is fake an injury. Say Sue Bird's hurt or Diana Taurasi's hurt.
Well, at this point they can because she's already on the fucking Bahamas or wherever the hell she is taking her vacation.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
So dumb.
Fuck.
Both Olympic teams.
Wouldn't you do the same thing if you were her and you just signed this fucking contract and you're like, fuck these bitches, I'm going to fucking vacation.
Both teams fucked up picking players.
Both teams being who?
The women's and men's teams.
The women's teams, of course.
No. Of course, yes. They went to the zoo to find their teams.
One of the fucking USA men's 3-on-3 basketball, which is a real thing, by the way. This isn't ESPN The Ocho, was wearing a fucking turtleneck under his fucking jersey. What are we doing? Christ. State of your fucking athletes, pal.
I watched the U.S. women lose to Australia today. It was fucking embarrassing. Like, you stink.
Seriously.
We invented the fucking sport. We used to use a peach basket.
The fucking sport.
You don't see Canada losing to us in hockey very often, or Australia in hockey, no less. Did you watch any of the men's gymnastics last night?
No homo.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I did not. No, I didn't. I did not watch the men do gymnastics last night. Sorry.
Listen,
sorry, I didn't. I don't give a shit. Summer Olympics, fucking honestly, I'm so much more of a Winter Olympics guy.
I love the Olympics, period. And I will watch whatever they put in front of me. I will watch synchronized diving.
I want to love the Summer Olympics. I really do. It's just really, they make it real fucking hard.
You know what stinks about it, though, is the news, like the local news.
Watch men's gymnastics. You fucking kidding me?
Oh, Freddie.
Freddie
Flips. Frederick Flips from Stoughton.
All right, Freddie Flips. Let's talk about it.
6'2" black dude doing fucking flips like crazy. He's hanging dong. You can see it flopping when he's flipping. It's hilarious. Boy, Freddie, you can literally see a fucking giant black dick when he's flipping.
All right, so did any of the commentators get fired for talking about it?
Not him. Just the swimmers in their makeup.
Because that's dog shit, by the way.
Yeah,
that guy got fucking railroaded.
You can't say shit like that anymore.
You can, because that bitch fucking co-host of his made a fucking transphobic remark right after it because she said that the fucking boys are doing their make or whatever the fuck she said about that too. So fuck her. She went into business.
I think it was more of a response to him saying.
I know what she wanted it to sound like, but I know exactly what it was. I'm in tune with the
trans community.
Fucking people.
The trans community.
No, that was bullshit. Let's be quite fucking honest. Because as soon as the headline was Olympics commentator fired for sexist remarks about swimmers, my brain, as I'm sure your brain would have gone to with the headline, immediately was like, oh, he definitely said something about the cut of their swimsuits and their ass. Has to be. No.
If I was mic'd up last night, I'd be fired from every job.
Every job. But also, isn't that part of the fun of being a commentator? Like, they're doing, this isn't the fucking 80s, even the fucking 90s, where you get like 6 hours a night of Olympic coverage. There's 24 fucking hours. Motherfuckers. Did you listen to some of the 3-on-3 commentators? They were basically doing NBA Jam commentary.
I was in and out of consciousness during that.
Son of a bitch actually said boom shakalaka on a non-dunk.
Boom shakalaka.
It was a fucking 3-pointer. I'm like, you know what? Good for you.
He's
fucking
on fire.
ham and egger. But holy shit, it was like you just, it's filling time. They're just filling fucking time. And so the women swimmers, whoever won, I guess they were lingering about. They were celebrating. They were taking pictures, whatever. And he's like, oh, women doing their makeup and whatnot. And the bitch co-host, oh, Bob, outrageous. Is it? It wasn't outrageous. Is it, you fucking cunt? Or do you just want his job?
Do we also not know if Bob Baffert has a history?
I don't know if Bob Baffert, but this wasn't the moment. This wasn't the moment to fire Bob Baffert for this thing.
Oh, speaking of this, get this.
Is that his name, Bob Baffert?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I read the article.
Fucking reporter Andy over here.
He's a famous swimmer. An English swimmer.
Why do you know this
shit? I watch the Olympics. I always have.
Why do you know this shit?
Mike, I am so deep in the Olympics right now. On my DVR right now, women's rugby. And
I caught some of that today. That was actually pretty good.
That fucking chick, I forget her name, Ilya something.
After that fucking degenerate alcoholic fucking at Johnny Brown's taught me about the scoring of rugby, I am all in on rugby. I fucking love rugby.
Rugby is so much fun to watch.
Rugby is awesome.
The 2016 Olympics was when I broke my leg at Fenway. And I came home and I was just watching Olympics all day, every day. And I became the biggest fan of this rugby team, not an American team. They were from some island out by Samoa. Maybe it was Samoa. It wasn't Samoa.
Was it the island of Samoa?
It might have been the Fiji. It was those Fijian islands. It was Fiji.
Okay.
And these motherfuckers were absolute animals. And I'm watching going, if I was a football coach
I wouldn't want to play rugby against a bunch of fucking Samoans. Fuck that shit.
If I was a football coach.
Or Tongans. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, Fijian. These are darker Samoans, what they were.
Yeah, they're Tongans. That's what they're called.
Are they Tongans?
Yeah, yes. Yeah. That much I know.
So these motherfuckers were.
There's enough of those fuckers in wrestling that I know that one.
They were merkin fools. You run up trying to. Nope, you're going down.
You know who's one from the Fiji Islands? Fucking Haku. One of the most dangerous human beings in fucking professional wrestling.
He used to do the thing.
He bit a man's nose off in a bar.
My brother claimed he did that once.
Yeah, but Haku did it.
Well, speaking of unblocked.
Oh, congratulations.
Not friends on Facebook, but he has unblocked me.
Jesus Christ, you're a disaster.
I'm the disaster. I didn't block him.
You got blocked by your brother, man. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, he deserved it. No, I'm so invested.
Yeah.
What pissed me off though was I watched the news on like the CBS News last night while I was having dinner, and they told me that the men's gymnastics team got a bronze. And I'm like, I wanted to watch that. I wanted to feel the fucking intensity.
Oh, you didn't want the spoilers.
I didn't want to spoil. So tonight.
So watch Family Guy with dinner instead of news.
Well, I like the news.
Well,
so tonight they changed. They said, "Hey, spoiler alert!" And they were going to spoil the women's gymnastics thing, but I already saw it, so I said I don't care. I kept it on. I watched that live.
Yeah. Well,
I shouldn't say I watched it live. I slept through it live.
You watched it on replay. Hand down your pants.
Yes.
Scrapping.
No, there's not. I'm not. I mean, yeah, some of them are really attractive, but it ain't like it was years ago with Michaela. What's her name? The resting bitch face. Yeah, now come on.
No,
send her.
Who did I talk about earlier?
Simone Biles.
Yes, exactly. Her name means nothing to me, but goddamn, it stopped me right in my tracks.
It's so racist, but I don't mean to do it. I keep calling her Gabby Douglas, which is a different female gymnastics person who's black.
Okay. Right.
There's an American sprinter who's holy.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna like her. I forget her name. You're gonna like her. She does the 100, and you'll do the fucking 5,000 in your pants. Just jack it.
Do the 6 second in your pants.
Yeah, she's good. She's real good.
One hurdle, the balls.
So we got Flavor Flav, we got fucking BEEFlympics, we got Olympics. I'm watching every fucking second of it. Synchronized diving last night. I was glued to my seat.
Yeah.
Watching these Asian boys with no dicks just diving in sink.
Wasn't there wasn't that a thing that like I don't know, one of the country's guys, swimmers or divers, just was basically hanging dong, like massive cock.
Yeah.
And he kind of went viral over it.
So too much drag. That's the problem. You're never gonna be a good diver or a swimmer if you have a giant cock.
What country's that?
Well, I don't know. Probably an African country, I assume. I don't know who you're talking about, actually.
You don't?
I don't. No.
Oh, that was one of the TMZ things that I was fucking trolling.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know that one.
Yeah, big fucking bulge. Like 2 fucking Big Macs in his crotch.
Cock for days.
Just cock for days.
For him.
Good
for exactly. Him. You know, the good thing about that is, like, there's portions of the population that don't like that sort of thing.
They call that the German 3.
Yes. and portions that do. So you've already let yourself out there. I have a giant dick, and if you like that, slide in the DMs. If you don't like that, move on.
Fucking A. What do we got?
We should address the influencer who broke up with me.
We can do that. You can do that.
I was working to get a relatively popular local influencer to do a beef review with me. And he has an issue and has had an issue with Dan Bob for quite a while. They have history.
So so that part so the first part was actually new to me. You were actually working on trying to do something with him.
We had I met him at Patty Kelly's last year during one of the Nighthawk and Dragon beer release parties.
Uh-huh.
And we talked then, let's get together, let's do something. And then he went out and did a Bill and Bob's review like 2 weeks ago, and no tag, no collab. You know, that's a
Sure.
It's a dick thing to me. Yeah. We're friendly. We have a thing, but
maybe.
Well, yeah. I thought we were okay.
Yeah.
Because it's basically him and Dan Bob have an issue with each other.
Okay.
I'm not Dan Bob. Dan Bob's not me. He's my friend.
Right.
But I have no control. And if I try to control that psychopath, he goes 10 times over. Mm-hmm. You have those friends. Will's your friend like that. Mm-hmm. Tell him to stop doing something and do it worse.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah. So Dan commented on his review, you look like you're gaining some weight. You don't want to look like me, buddy.
No.
And your boy didn't take it well.
Not my boy.
That
I don't
fella,
know this motherfucker.
That influencer-ish didn't take it well. Came at Dan Bob in the comments, and then came at me in the DMs, talking about Dan being, an asshole and fuck him. And
right.
This is why I don't fuck with you guys.
Right. It's
he's sensitive.
It speaks to his character.
Yeah, he's sensitive. He doesn't like being. He doesn't like being.
He doesn't like people talking negatively about him.
Of course. And I responded.
Does in this day and age?
Well, I responded back. I said, "Well, if you've ever seen the shit that's commented on my stuff, some of the stuff that's said to me would offend anybody."
Right.
And I just moved the fuck on my life because it's not worth engaging every person who has a shitty opinion, especially on Instagram, which is the wild, wild fucking West.
Right.
Some guy with a blank profile calls you stupid, you move on.
Right.
You don't fucking waste 3 hours on it and let it eat you up. I mean, I know you have some self-confidence issues and you're busy getting chin lipo and hair plugs and trying to look good and everything. You're on a diet. Sure. And I get it. If I was working hard to better myself and someone called me pudgy, it might annoy me.
That's not working hard at all.
No, according to him, he's down some weight though.
That's like buying one of those fucking Spanx slimming shirts and saying I'm actively trying to get thin.
Like, it's just funny. Like, I get on this podcast, and actually tonight's been kind of quiet. I've been called some of the worst things you've ever heard during the live show.
Yeah, I can't
by
see
multiple people. No, it's been quiet tonight. There's people that are not harassing us much. But move on. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
So I sent back. I'm surprised you're letting this bother you.
This isn't real.
No, I said I'm surprised you're letting this bother you. I assumed you had thicker skin than that.
But he doesn't. He surgically makes sure of that.
And all I did was I said, he wrote back, I can't associate with you guys anymore. No hard feelings. And then he unfollowed me.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
I've never been. He literally broke up with me.
That is
in all my years, I've never been broken up with by someone on Instagram. Like, we can't be friends. Like, you quietly unfollow, you move on. You don't unfollow, you just don't respond. There's ways of getting around that. But yeah, I was broken up with by that man.
Aw.
He told me that we can't be friends anymore. It felt like a fifth grade thing when the moms don't get along, or the kid throws sand in one kid's face. I can't be friends with you anymore, my mom said. And they can't be friends anymore. That's the end of it. That's what it felt like. But here's the thing, like, I'm never not gonna pick my friend Dan Bob over someone that I don't really know.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? Like, Dan is such an integral part of the whole beef community. So yeah, instead of your followers that you have, that I assume we share a lot of followers and whatever. Yeah. I'd rather have a friend that I consider Dan Bob than, try to collaborate if you can't handle the. I have a collaboration coming up this Thursday with a different person.
Yeah, sure.
I haven't talked about it yet.
Sure.
That person can take a joke. He posts constantly, and he gets good reviews and bad reviews, and he can take it. And me and Dan and hopefully some other group guys are going to meet up with him on Thursday and go to Londy's. It could be a great day.
I'm going to let you respond to Facebook.
Poor Eddie Holmes. Fucking Eddie, just catching fucking shrapnel.
What a fat loser.
Fucking Eddie Holmes is a nice guy. He's catching fucking shrapnel. He is a little pudgy, but he's a nice fella. He does lots of reviews. He might even win this contest. Catching fucking.
Did Fitzy get it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Fitzy got it. Fitzy's a big acronym guy, just like I am.
Yep.
I'm gonna be seeing Fitzy on Thursday. I'm going to do the PTC podcast with the boys.
Oh, look at you.
Danny Gillis is taking a break from the show. Real life stuff. Nothing crazy, but he just needs to not do the show for a bit. So I'm going to fill in. Not fill in because there's two of them already. I'm just going to sit there and tell dick jokes with them.
Look,
I wouldn't say I'm filling in.
The last time one of our friendly podcasts invited you on, they became not friendly podcasts.
My wife has given me a talking to about that, but I said the boys of Pulling the Cork are not craft beer guys, even though they do like craft beer. They're
not like, hey, let's drink until Andy pukes and scream over each other type guys.
Yes, so these guys will drink, regular, not heavy beers during the show. I've watched. It's Bud Light's, Corona Extra, regular regular beers. Not die beers.
So the onus is on you to not get too fucked up. Is basically what you're saying.
I can't actually, because I'm supposed to do that collaboration afterwards. I'm going to talk to Fitzy about joining us as well if he can. It's that kid. What did you eat today, sir?
No.
He's collabed with me a couple times, but I wasn't in the video. He'd go to a beef shop and he does really honest reviews, which is nice. He doesn't just suck the dick of everyone that wants to fucking have him review. Mm-hmm. He comes in and just gets regular food and says if it's good or bad. And it's like, that sucks.
Okay.
This was good. That's right. It's honest. So we're going to Lonnie's with his crew on Thursday after I do their podcast.
Outstanding.
Mrs. Ferg is leaving for Maine early this week.
What time do they do the podcast?
This week they're doing it at 5:30
p.m.
And they don't do 2 hours like we do. They do an hour, 15-hour half.
Oh, they're not that sensitive. Yeah, okay, good.
No, those guys?
Well, I'm just reading.
They're not sensitive.
Yeah.
Fitzy?
No, I assumed they could take a joke. And just by even saying this, we're probably just going to get shrapnel anyway, but whatever. Fuck, who cares?
It is what it is. So yeah, I got that coming up, which is pretty exciting. So I can't. I IP theft? Just Charlie's troll at this point. He's funny.
No, I love. I'm like, you didn't go with the fucking Olympics, dick.
He's just at this point he gets the joke. He's just.
But I no like the fact that he was cross trolling because like the day before I posted my pre-podcast pour completely original idea.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Triple P. Nobody's done Triple P. You guys do PPC, which you obviously stole from them, but mine's completely original.
Do you know what's funny about that
pouring a beer before a podcast? Who the fuck has ever done that?
The idea that I stole the PPC from anyone is funny to me because we've been doing this show for 4 years and they've done 30 episodes in the last 2.
Trademark it.
Literally, maybe you didn't see the first 100 episodes, but I did it every time.
Oh my god!
I believe it was the first episode.
Never mind the shit we were doing during COVID.
Yeah. Grade A entertainment.
Oh my god. Let's do some ads.
Oh yeah, do some ads.
Let's do some fucking ads. Thank you to our sponsor. You know what? How do we do this? No, there's no good way to.
Oh, you want help with Gary?
Spin a dick joke or I don't know, a big black cock joke or something.
I mean, we weren't talking about a giant dog. I mean, the Freddie Flips has a giant black cock that's flopping around. I'm sure Gary would love that.
Garrett would.
Garrett does. Gary would.
Garrett Wood. What's that guy? What's that black guy's name? Ronnie Wood? That's the Jerry Wood.
Barry Wood.
Barry Wood, which is close to Gary. Gary, Barry, big black cock. Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage.
Oh, there it is. I need to get that.
Oh, shit. Buy and refi with Gary.com is the website. Click on free rate quote on the website to get your free rate quote. Rate quote.
Rape quote?
Rape quote.
Rape quote? Nice.
Apply now for a rape quote. And you can also slide into those saucy DMs on Instagram at buy and refi. Andy, how's the housing market?
It's getting hot and the rates are coming down.
It's a
good time. It's going to be a good time of year to be a buyer and a seller right now.
Oh, yeah?
The rates are coming down. You can almost not fuck the rate and marry the house. You can almost just marry both pretty soon.
Fucking both of them.
Because, that election's looming, and these motherfuckers in Washington want to fucking keep manipulating us, and one way they can do that is by lowering the rate, because they can just push a button and say, oh, the rates are now 5%. Go buy that house. Stimulate the economy. And while we're at it, we're going to shoot the fucking guy coming in. Let's do it all. Let's fucking make this place a better place. Let's lower gas prices, too. What are we doing?
We're just going to shoot the guy coming in.
Someone told me today that the conspiracy theory that they think it was on purpose. They missed him on purpose. I said, do you think that kid was such a good shooter he could miss him by a fucking millimeter?
Have you seen his picture? His eyes are medically crossed.
That kid was trying to shoot that man. He just missed. Let's not got crazy that it was on purpose and he was trying to juice up the election. That young man was trying to shoot the president. That little fucking twink. So buy and refi on Instagram. Shoot Gary a dick pic, get a fucking rate quote, DMs, all the fun stuff.
Buy and refi with Gary.com, the Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Thank you to Ben Franklin Print Company, 177 North Main Street in Middleton. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website, and BenFranklin_PrintCo is the Instagram. If you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order. Joe, of course, at Ben Frank also has a get a quote button right there on the website. He can wrap literally anything. He can print t-shirts, he can do stickers, he can do signage for your business, he can wrap your truck, your van, your rape van, your fucking coffin, whatever the fuck you got, he can put your logo on it. Like Spaceballs, Joe will put the fucking logo right on it.
He's been on fire lately on the old Facebooks.
Yeah.
Coming for blood. I like it.
Go on.
Well, he did some political stuff, which I'm not going to rehash, but the one thing he did was talking about people asking for a better price.
Oh, I did see that.
And he's like, listen, I'm sorry I do a good job. Don't fucking cheap out on me. I get the same problem at work, too.
I did see that, and I meant to text you about it, but I knew you saw it. Yeah. That's a weird fucking thing. The way he described it, it's one of those, like, the balls on you type of thing. It's like, I'm going to come to you for a quote. You're going to give me a quote. And now we're going to haggle like it's a fucking used car. Well, they're gonna go somewhere else and realize that someone else could be possibly dog cheaper. Yeah, dog shit quality, bad shirts, bad ink. This shirt's 3 years old. It looks brand fucking new. We all know Joe's quality is ridiculous. Yes, Joe's quality is the fucking best. Period. Not because he pays us money, because it is the fucking best. I've told the story many times. When you sent me one of the first beef shirts you sent me, I had a fucking chick over, and I was like, "Oh, look at how cool this fucking design is!" And I had just gotten a shirt, like I had taken it out of the bag that day, grabbed it, and goes, "Oh, you know how to test a shirt?" and stretched it. And I'm like, "What if it wasn't Ben Franklin?" Will you wear it 10 times? And what? Like if I got this from Canadian, are you gonna give me $30 or just fucking get punched in the mouth right now? Like it was a weird interaction at that moment, but because it was, done by Ben Franklin Print Company, when she stretched it, it didn't crack because, Joe's black don't crack.
Remember that one time Joe fucked up an order?
No.
No. So this is an important story. This is not a Joe did someone that works for Joe did something wrong when it came to heating the ink on the shirt. It was my Red Sox font beef hoodies.
Okay.
I shipped them out. People washed them. Ink came off. It was operator error. Whoever did something didn't adjust the heater, because I guess when you're putting ink on a sweatshirt versus a t-shirt, it's hotter and longer.
Okay.
Whatever. Someone made a mistake.
Sure.
I told Joe. You know what Joe asked for?
What?
Every address.
Send
every
out
name and address. He sent out brand new shirts to everyone who got one, took back what I still had in stock, gave me brand new shirts. I said, what about the ones we already have? And he goes, what am I going to do with them? They can now they have two. And they have a fun story. That was like customer service to the fucking nth degree. You don't like what I did? Here's a new fucking. And Did he take a bath that day? Yes, he did.
Yeah,
in the long run, I'm never going to forget that he took care of those customers because it would have looked bad for me, bad for him, but more bad for me because I'm the one selling them.
Because at the end of the day, it's not the printer of the shirt that people will take it out on. It's you.
Yeah.
If they're buying a shirt from you and it's not your fault, but something fucks up, it doesn't matter.
Someone's taking
Andy
the fault.
Ferg's a piece of shit that sells shit shirts.
Yep. And Joe he took care of it like I've never seen service. Like, wow, this guy gets it. He's not in it for a fucking 10 more minutes. He's in it for the long haul, and he knows this is a big move right here. I might lose $100 today, but I need to probably more than that.
Probably more.
He may have lost $500.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shirts, but he's like, I need to make this right because this is my career. Anyways,
right.
Joe's the best.
Ben Franklin Print Company. Again, benfranklinprintco.com is the website. Mention F Buddies, get 10% off your next order. Speaking of a great guy, Twist of Fate Brewing.
Oh, Davey boy.
Oh, fucking Dave. 120 Andover Street in Danvers. That's Route 114 in Danvers. Right in front of the Walmart, behind the Guitar Center, depending on what you're looking
Across
at.
from Herb Chambers, Bridge, a lot of places around there.
You know how to get there. Just put in 120 Andover Street in Danvers, and you'll get to Twisted Fate Brewing and have yourself some great beers. TwistedFateBrewing.com is the website. If you click on Find Our Beer, you can find out where Twisted Fate is being poured in bars and what liquor stores are selling Twisted Fate. And for their tap room hours, go to the Instagram at Twisted Fate Brewing. Oh, excuse me. He's actually he's going to be at some festival in Winthrop.
Is he really? He's everywhere.
No, there was a thing, and I was telling him, and I told my buddy Chris, who owns Blackstrap Barbecue, who's also going to be there. They should connect, kind of in a scissoring motion.
We talk about Blackstrap Barbecue often. When are they going to start sponsoring?
I know, right? But
I'm going to put a strap on. I think a strap on barbecue.
I don't think I talk about them often. Only when
whenever you're up
from trips.
Yeah, whenever you're up here, you always
yeah.
point together.
Yeah, well, Chris is a friend, and so yeah, I told Dave and I told Chris get together and get some Twisted Fate on fucking tap at Blackstrap in Winthrop.
You gotta Twisted Fate's.
It's
so.
Am I stretching on saying the best craft beer in Massachusetts?
I have a hard time disagreeing. People have their own opinion.
I haven't had a bad beer there.
No, never a bad beer.
And I've tried. I think almost every one. I haven't had something cool yet, but that I think that might be the only one I haven't had.
It's great. I think with Twisted Fate, it's hard for them to get themselves out there as one of the best because people have their favorites, and it's a tough industry to break into. The other day, I was at Total Wine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling my balls dropped that day.
Go on.
I see a guy who looks important, and they keep their beer in alphabetical order. So I go to the tea section, nothing. And I go, my man,
you got some low tea in this. What, do you got, AIDS?
Yeah, what the fuck? What's your T cell count, motherfucker? So I go, where's the Twisted Fate at, my man? He's like, Twisted Fate? I know that name. I said, well, you should. It's in this town. It's the only other brewery in Danvers. It's a mile away.
In Danvers?
Yeah, it's Liberty Mall.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's by the movie theater. By the movie theater entrance, like Buffalo Wild Wings and shit.
Been a minute.
So he's like, oh, I don't know if they can keep up with our distribution needs. I'm like, go buy fucking 5 cases and put on the fucking shelves, idiot. What do we have? We have fucking rules. They have other local small breweries.
That's such a bullshit cop out. Total Wine has every beer known to man.
And to not have the beer that's brewed in the same city you're in, that's a mile away, that Dave, you know what it is Dave self-distributes, and these lazy motherfuckers would rather deal with a large company that will distribute for them.
Of course they do, because if you deal with one person, they can give you 15 different beers better than Dave, who can give you one.
I bet if Dave committed to a beer for them, they committed together, they worked together, sure, and made 15 cases, put it on the shelf at Total Wine, and then when it's sold out, he brought another beer. I bet he could handle this, because he does have an automobile. He does have the ability to carry beer.
Right.
He does have the ability to brew beer in pretty large batches, more than a lot of small breweries.
Sure.
And he's actually brewing it himself, which is an interesting little thing. A lot of these micro local breweries,
right,
they aren't actually brewing the beer. I'm not going to pull back the curtain to a lot of these, your favorite beers, maybe.
They're renting space, for lack of a better term.
No, there's a way where no. That's being kind.
Oh, okay.
They're giving a recipe to a brewery.
Being kind.
Yeah, you were being kind. They're giving their recipe to a brewery. That brewery will brew the beer, put your label on the beer, and you'll go back and buy it from them.
Wait a minute, you got to buy your own beer?
Well, you got to pay for all the materials. It's called contract brewing. So you go out and you give them a recipe. It's your recipe. You give them the name of the beer and the can art. You design that all yourself, and then they brew it because they have a giant system.
And this is how we end up with fucking $40 4-packs.
Yep. And then you go there and you pick it up with your car, your truck, whatever you have, your van. You load up with all your new beer,
right?
And then you distribute it to local liquor stores yourself.
Jesus Christ!
And some, not every brewery does this. Some do it themselves. I know Coastal Mass is a full self-sustaining brewery.
Right.
Twisted Fate is a fully self-sustaining brewery. It's just like you got beer on the shelf that the people aren't even fucking making. It's just their name and their recipe.
Right.
But my boy Dave's out there fucking making the beer. Making fine beer. I'm going to be there Thursday to get a fresh batch.
Really good fucking beer.
Fresh batch.
Yeah.
Even though I'm dying. My wife said beer might be part of the problem, but I will risk it all for Dave.
Ask him to make some beer that's easy on your tummy.
I almost did the jalapeno.
Dave, what's the lightest beer you can make for Andy's sensitive tummy?
Oh, he's got the Pilsner coming out, and his Pilsner's awesome.
Andy can no longer drink the beer with his face on it.
I can do that. I can do it.
You shouldn't.
I can do anything I want.
Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, 1921 Main Street in Tewksbury. Anthony'sTewksbury.com is the website where you can order online. You can get some gift cards, join their loyalty rewards program, and of course, hit up their Instagram, ARB Tewksbury, where they are randomly firing out fantastic fucking specials. Just this past week alone, they've done a couple of buy 3 beefs, get 1 free. They've done 10% off lobster rolls over the weekend, but these are all online orders. So you have to go to anthony'stewksbury.com and order online with their code that you can get from their Instagram at ARB Tewksbury.
Tewksbury.
What do we got coming up next, Andy?
I'll get a few options.
Okay.
Do we want to... Actually, I want to do a quick little sidebar on that chug contest they did, because Dave Panette from Twisted Fate actually did it.
He tried a couple times, actually.
Yeah, he did. And it's funny. I know you don't do it. You have in the past.
You know, I did it once. I did my mockery of it, and it just... I don't know.
I actually do enjoy that one a lot. And I think it's well run.
Is it?
I think we like to throw shade at them and fuck with them. I think Mo does a good job running that one. Yeah. And Charlie trying his best. You know, he actually struggles every year. I like watching the debauchery of it.
The videos. It was like 87 fucking rules for a stupid fucking contest.
Well, yeah,
that has no fucking prize.
It's just the only thing is if I guess the reason for that is if someone out of nowhere breaks the world record, they want to make sure it's legit. Even though none of us are going to break the world record, it's 1.2 seconds.
I don't know. Whatever.
But
anyways,
I did 4 of them. Which might explain why I'm dying right now. I did 4 different quart chugs.
Actually probably has a lot more to do with it.
Thinking about it, yeah. I mean, I chugged a gallon of beer in a combined time of what 8, 9, 10. What's that? 19, 27, 36 seconds. Because 4 quarts is a gallon, am I right?
Jesus Christ.
4 quarts. So I did a gallon of beer combined in 36 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like kidding around light beer because that's way easier. I've done Bud Light quarts and like I was fucking no joke. Like a gallon.
Yeah. Now, okay, so to that, because one of the rules on this contest is it has to be above 5 or 5. Is it 5.6?
5.0, 5%.
Which is 5%. So does the Guinness Book of World Records have a percentage?
No, because this is the problem. We are a craft beer community.
I understand that bullshit, but the world record holder is probably chugging Coors or Bud Light.
Yeah.
Or something of an equivalent light stature.
That's what you do on your own page.
Which they're chugging water.
So I almost, because I'm the biggest asshole in the world.
Right.
I almost reached out to Ronnie and said, go get 2 5% alcohol session IPAs.
Yep.
And send it to me. Put them on camera and beat Skylar's record.
Because you know he could.
But the only reason I didn't do it, there's 2 reasons.
Okay.
One, they cannot handle that.
Well, that was one of the... God, I see so many posts. But one of the things, was it like a setup for next year is beat Ronnie Deutsch? Or was that just part of this year's post?
So Mo reached out to Ronnie and talked about Ronnie doing it in 4 seconds. He can do it in 4 seconds, but Ronnie doesn't drink heavy beers.
Right.
So it's a hard game to play. You have to get him to drink heavy beer.
Okay.
But
like he has to drink 2 heavy beers in his life.
Oh, he can drink heavy beers. He just doesn't. So it's one of those things that you kind of have to get him to drink something like we're drinking. He could have done fine, but the reason I didn't do it, 1, they won't take it well. 2, I like Skylar. I do. I like him.
Sure.
He's a good kid. Although he aggravated me though because he said he wasn't going to do it this year because he quit drinking. Turned out he was taking a 30-day break from beer to lose weight. I'm like, you didn't fucking quit drinking.
Jesus Christ! How many of these fucking people in these groups have quit drinking in the last month?
People quit drinking every day. That group is. I feel bad because they lose members on the fucking regular.
It's hilarious how many people are like, this is my last fucking beer, and then it's like 2 weeks later, you're like, what are you doing drinking, pal? I think.
Well, the reasoning behind it sometimes is like Mike Sullivan, my friend Mike Sullivan.
Mike was the one I saw. He made a big fucking post about his last fucking beers, which I honestly I didn't believe because of his excuse. He's like, it's because of a job. I'm like, what fucking job doesn't allow you to drink? Not
his job's
not
out
on the job, but
no, of course not.
But like it's not illegal.
He was he just didn't want to have to wake up at 4 a.m. for his new job and have a hangover.
He had a shitty schedule that he didn't want hangovers for. Which
adjust your day schedule.
Which, as an adult, we just adjust our fucking schedule for. Yes,
you adjust your schedule. It's easy. And
arguably he drank more than anybody at the Cabaret that night.
He had a good night at the Cabaret. He had a lot of fun.
A great night at the Cabaret.
He was drinking those small pitchers of Sam, I think.
Yeah. Or Harpoon.
Cabaret,
one of the two.
Yeah, the Cabaret craft selection is not great, but he was having a blast.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the stripper. They fell in love with him.
At least 1 or 2.
The ATM machine was his best friend that night.
Will yelled at him twice.
Yeah,
fucking Will was a gem.
He really was a blast that night. It's funny though. Like when we do these quart chugs, I see people who just can't do it.
Yeah,
this is gonna sound like I'm a dickhead. I don't get it. Why can't you do it?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if I could do it. I've never tried.
I don't think you could do it in any speed.
Oh no, not in speed. But like it's almost like now that we're talking about it, I'm almost like, well, maybe next year I'll actually try to just do like a first timer's chug, which might take 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
But I won't spill any because it's literally it's just taking I mean, I think one of these glasses might be
pretty close. Yeah,
might be it, or at least I got the boot over there.
Yeah,
it's just slowly sitting there, sip, 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 sip. Kind of like the mockery that I did just without the Doritos and the time lapse.
I just see these people. I don't know. I think they psych themselves out. It's not that fucking hard. I don't think.
It's also not that fucking important. It's no prize.
I know, but it's pride.
It's like if you fucking lose or if you win, you get the same shit.
It's a point of pride, though. And Skyler defended this title. He won. I came in fifth. It was pissing me off because my times were good. Just they got some new people that are faster, but it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought about getting Ronnie to just beat them all.
I mean,
I chose not to.
Is he in the group?
His real name might be.
Okay.
Right. I think I added him back in the day when.
All right. Because if all of a sudden, like the day before the fucking next contest, Mo sees Ronnie Deutsch, it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, his name is not Ronnie. Tom would be in there. Hey, everybody who wants to know what we talk about when we mentioned Diggstown, it's now available on Netflix.
Oh, fantastic.
If you ever wondered why I bring up Diggstown often when it comes to Ronnie Deutsch and the Chug Challenge, you'll see why.
I mean, it's super fucking underrated. Just go watch Diggstown first of all.
This movie's so good.
So fucking
such a good movie. Like that, it might be Louis Scott Jr.'s best movie, and he's in Glory.
And Iron Eagle.
That's true. Iron Eagle.
Fucking Iron Eagle, pal.
Iron Eagle 1.
That's like the bootleg Top Gun.
Iron Eagle 1's great. Iron Eagle, the rest of them, hot garbage.
They did like 7 of them.
They did. Well, actually, that's one of our topics. Should we just do it?
Movie candy?
No, movie sequels.
Oh, movie sequel. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
I mean, off the cuff, I can name some really bad sequels.
I mean, I think there's a lot though, but I think the most well-known, really awful movie sequel to a great first effort has to be Caddyshack.
Yeah, Caddyshack 2 is known as the worst sequel, but if it wasn't called Caddyshack 2,
thank you,
it would not be considered the worst sequel because Caddyshack 2 on its own is a fun movie.
I can watch Caddyshack 2 and actually still have a laugh or two.
I'd rather watch Caddyshack 2 than the second half of Stripes.
Fair. Very fair.
I'm calling that the worst sequel of all time. 2 45-minute movies, one's good.
Fucking Fonzanoon and Mrs. Hartunian, or no, Mrs.
Esterhouse, Mr. Hartoon, and Mr. Sanderson.
Mr. Sanderson.
Oh, call me Mr. Sanderson. You'll be Mrs. Esterhouse.
Fucking Aykroyd just taking a paycheck.
Yeah, he was funny. Jonathan Silverman, the worst new guy ever.
Randy Quaid, he went all in.
Oh yeah,
Randy Quaid, fucking as the lawyer.
He was great. But just they replaced every character.
Golden Retriever and
that movie's fun. Yeah, again, it's a bad sequel to probably the best comedy movie maybe ever.
Oh, 100%. But there's a lot of that.
On its own, it's fun.
Yeah.
Entertain me. I'm not a purist. Just change the name, maybe. Call it fucking something else.
I mean, stuff like Slapshot has 2 sequels. You ever seen them?
Nope. Jaws sequels were all terrible.
Jaws 2 was mediocre. It still had Roy Scheider.
Well, Jaws 4 with Richard Pryor.
Michael Caine.
Just
no. Superman 4. No, Superman 3 had one of the Supermans had Richard Pryor. Jaws had Michael Caine.
Yeah, Superman 4. No, Jaws. Richard Pryor's in Jaws.
The black guy was Mario Van Peebles.
Hold on. Are you telling me Richard Pryor's not in the Jaws?
Yes, I'm absolutely.
I feel like I can real quick.
No, good. IMDb that shit.
I don't have.
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, but I know I'm right.
Okay.
Mario Van Peebles had the dreadlocks in Jaws 4, which I actually saw in theaters. I went to the theater. I do like Michael Caine's response. An interviewer asked him about Jaws 4, and he said, "I've never seen it. I've heard people don't like it, but I love the house it bought my mother."
Oh, okay. There you go. So, commenter on the Instagram, Terminator 2, which is a weird flex. That's a great movie.
That's a fantastic movie.
And Rocky 4, which is what?
So I don't think they understand the homework assignment.
Because those are two. Maybe if we're saying best sequels,
they might say the best
solid
sequels.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. T2 is great.
Now, if we're talking T3 or Rocky 5, we're back on the fucking scale here.
Yes, I will never put a Rocky anything in a bad category.
Richard Pryor was in Superman 3.
He was never a Jaws movie. What's your favorite Superman sequel? Because I have an easy answer for that.
Well, it depends on how we're quantifying Superman sequels. Are we actually talking about just the original 4 with Christopher Reeves, or are we?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
2.
Okay, Superman 2 is the best.
2. Yeah.
The guys who blow. Yeah. I love those guys. Whenever I need to blow something, besides a man, like if something's in the way. if I'm at work,
you do the.
Well, if I'm at work and I'm like trying to get something clean, like a gutter, and there's some sediment in there, I out loud say, "I'm a Superman 2 this thing." And
Nice.
Every time. Oh, that movie's great. Are any of the Seagal movies considered sequels besides Under Siege 2, which has what's her name and she's dummy hot?
Who do you mean?
Katherine Heigl.
She was in that?
She's the daughter in Under Siege 2.
Was that the one on the subway train or something?
Yeah, not the subway, the regular train.
It was a train. I don't even know if I might have watched it once.
The Taken sequels all stink.
Yeah, fuck that.
I like the Saw sequels because they're bad but good.
Yes, Saw seems a little bit. It's almost like you can't even count horror movie sequels just because they are absolute cash grabs just to fucking just keep killing people. Let's figure out more fun ways to kill people.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, like you can't count. you just can't count horror sequels.
Chucky 8. Chucky Lives.
There's been like nine Chuckies, 12 fucking Freddys.
There's more than one Leprechaun.
Okay, there's more than one Leprechaun in the Hood. There's 3 of those with Ice-T, who I still hold as the greatest rapper.
Yeah, you really nailed that one. He is a nightmare walking.
I believe there's at least 2, possibly 3 Leprechaun in the Hoods. Yeah.
Trying to think of did they did Kickboxer 2? That was good.
Kickboxer 2. Corey on Facebook, RoboCop 2, terribly awesome. It actually is. RoboCop 3, atrocious.
So you saw Deadpool Part 8 today, whatever it was, right?
Yeah,
the other day. Did you enjoy that?
I had so much fun.
I figured out why I don't like Deadpool 1.
It was so much fun. I'm a Marvel movie fan, so going and seeing these movies on opening weekend with the Marvel fans is it's as close to a sporting event as a movie can get. Like people are cheering, they're laughing, everybody's having a good fucking time, everybody's like in on the joke type of thing. Nobody's taking it too fucking seriously. Yeah, I had a blast.
Do you have to watch 175 Marvel movies to know what's going on? Or there's a multiverse.
It would help. I would say this one here, you probably would have had to watch at least 8 movies and 2 TV series.
Like, I'm not doing that.
We can cover this topic as well because
I'm not.
You recently tried bullshit. To watch Guardians 3.
Yeah.
And you've seen Guardians 1 and 2.
Yeah, I have. I love them.
Those are the only ones of the Marvel series that you've seen.
I mean, I've dabbled here and there over the years, but never been my thing.
And then all of a sudden, Guardians 3 shows up, and you're like, I'm lost.
What? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm sitting there going, why does she hate him? What did I miss?
I love the fact that we're like 6 months waiting on this topic, and now we get here. Please, go ahead.
I shouldn't have to watch every fucking nerd movie that comes out that I don't care about to know why the fucking blue chick in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 hates fucking Star Shooter. What are the fucking names?
Well, she was green and his name is Star-Lord.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking Bean Shooter and fucking Green Lady.
Bean Shooter and the blue bitch.
I shouldn't have to fucking watch every movie to know these things. Stick to the fucking script. You make 3 of one movie. That's a lot. That's asking a lot for me to fucking keep up with.
Sure.
We're going to make 175 fucking movies since 2001, and I got to watch all of them to know why Star-Lord's in the fucking doghouse.
I can't wait.
I had to watch a fucking YouTube video, 8 minutes long, explaining why I didn't know what the fuck I was watching. I paused the movie. I said, I don't know what's going on. What did I? And my wife is better at remembering movies than I am, so she's like, this. She goes, I don't know, fucking clue. I said, YouTube it. Let's go. I'm fucking watching this, and I got some fucking geek. His glasses and doing the green screen. And this is why Star-Lord and fucking Green Chick are fucking mad at each other. And then this happened. And then Gru is fucking dying of fucking wood cancer. And the raccoon's now a fucking cat. And the other fucking green wrestler dude's gay. What is going on? Marvel fucking universe. I liked Marvel movies before they got fucking gay. They're gay.
I cannot wait for you to find out that they just announced Robert Downey Jr. as one of the main villains in the next series.
Is he still going to be Iron Man?
Nope.
What? Because he got killed in fucking with the green fucking Death Star ring.
Nope.
You fucking nerds in your movies.
Nope. He's not.
Star Wars has 7 movies and it starts at 4.
Fuck God, Star Wars has 12 movies and it starts.
Fuck
at,
you,
it
Star.
starts
Now I
at
have to
4.
watch Disney. I have to watch fucking what's that thing? The TV show about the 50s.
There's 6 of them, dude.
What's that one? It was huge a couple of years ago.
WandaVision.
Yes, I had to watch one. I liked WandaVision, but I'll never watch it again because I'm sure by the time I get to the next fucking round, Captain America's bitch fucking somebody. I'm watching The Boys. You know why? Because they fuck on that show.
The Boys are so fucking good.
I'm only in season 2. I'm going slow.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm watching The Boys because that show has sex
so
of all
much.
kinds. And you know
here's
what?
the thing: you're in season 2. You haven't seen the amount of sex the boys have.
Oh, I heard season 4. Someone enjoys penis a little more than
there is literally an episode called Soupgasm.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I watch The Boys. I don't need to spend my fucking life dedicated to fucking Marvel movies. When I was out having sex and buying a house and working and building a career, they were making more of these fucking movies.
Sure.
In 2007, I had a child, a baby. I was going to fucking PTA meetings.
Yeah.
What do you fucking want to call them? Yeah. I was going to Roller Palace, watching her skate. I wasn't at the fucking
priorities
movies.
are so out of whack right now.
It's so fucking lame. Who's this for?
Your priorities are so fucked up. You were not following the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You were having a family and fucking a job and a boat and what the fuck is wrong with you?
It'd be 5 or 10 years. I don't know. It's probably 5 years because my daughter's 17. So probably when she was 12, I was like, hey, why don't we make a plan to watch every Marvel movie? Let's start. I go, it's going to take us a long time.
A good time to start.
Sure, it takes a long time.
But you didn't do it.
And I said to her, I go, all right, so how do we start?
With the first movie.
No, Mike, no. You got to choose. Do you go our chronological order by year of release or their chronological order? Because Captain America might have been before Iron Man in the fucking Marvel universe.
I always go by release date.
You know what I said? I go, I'm out. Watching myself.
The second one singular question was posed to Andy.
Imagine that question existing.
The fuck out.
It's like with Star Wars. We're gonna start at 4. Fuck you. I'm not watching them.
I'm so out.
I'm not gonna start at 4. If there's a first movie that came out in 2001, it's called Iron Man probably is the first one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Iron Man. I've seen it. I'll watch it again. I loved that movie.
Right.
And whatever came out next, I'll watch that, and then next, and next, and next until I watch them all.
Right.
No, I gotta fucking get a chart and a graph like Charlie from fucking Always Sunny.
I mean, you don't have to. You just watch them in the order they came out, and you'll
I want to know the right way to do it.
You'll still be fine, sir.
Oh, I will never.
Every movie has flashbacks.
I will never. Oh no, they don't, because Guardians 3 didn't flashback. Didn't tell me dick.
A lot of them do.
It didn't tell me dick. I had to go to YouTube and ask a fucking nerd. Phone a nerd. I hate it. I want to watch these fucking movies. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best series in the world. They're fun. Yeah. I love the music. I love the fucking characters. I love Chris fucking, what's his name?
Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's a great actor. My wife would probably leave me for them, but I enjoy his humor. He's like a less annoying Ryan Reynolds. He's still quick, but like he's a little more chill.
Yeah.
Well, the first time
I got to piss. Do a Cabaret Knicks.
Cabaret and Knicks. All right. The Cabaret Lounge, the world famous Cabaret Lounge, located on Route 1 in Peabody. They do amateur night Wednesdays and Thursdays. They're open every day until 1 in the morning. It is the best bar in the world that happens to have naked ladies. I can't stress that enough. You are not going to a gentleman's club, if you will. It's not the kind of place you're going to get sucked off in the back room. It's the kind of place you're going to have a fucking fun time with girls with great personalities that are there to have fun. And again, if you're the kind of guy who wants to go to a gentleman's club, there are plenty around here. You can get sucked off by some Romanian fucking sex worker. I'm sure it's easy. Cabaret Lounge, the last one we were there last time for the live show, they had a 51-year-old stripper for amateur night. You can't get that across the street. It is entertainment to the 10th degree. And even if the girl on stage isn't your type, the next girl probably will be, because they have every imaginable variation of women. I can't describe what you like. Skinny chicks, fat chicks, thick chicks, black chicks, Hispanic chicks, Brazilian chicks. You like stretch marks. You like a bleached asshole. Trust me, they got it all. It's amazing, especially on amateur night. There was 16 girls dancing that night. If you couldn't find one you liked, you might be gay. So the world famous Cabaret Lounge, thank you for sponsoring this episode of the F Buddies podcast. Nick's Pizza on Essex Street in Beverly. This is the Nick's on Essex Street, a.k.a. the other Nick's, a.k.a. not the famous Nick's on Dodge, the other one. It's located 1 mile from Nick's on Dodge, which, again, that's the one everyone knows about. But if I'm hankering for a hunk of beef and I'm in Beverly, I'm taking that mile drive. I will drive by Nick's Famous to get to Nick's on Essex, because they're slinging much better beef. Now, when you get in there, you're going to hear a beeping noise. They have a smoke alarm that is unfixable. It's going to annoy you. It annoys me. I've asked. They can't fix it. Best to ignore it. Nick's on Essex Street is the good Nick's, the best Nick's. Nice people, great sandwiches. I highly recommend. What's Nick's on Essex Street's phone number?
Nick's on Essex Street, 978-720-8972. NicksPizzaBeverly.com, where you can get 5% off every online order.
Great folks.
Have you ever just gotten to that point where you have to piss so bad that your brain starts getting foggy?
No, I pissed myself instead.
Okay, well, you're a real man, I guess, because that's where I was at. Thank you to Dom's Sausage Company in Malden, 10 Riverside Park in Malden. DomsSausage.com is the website. You can order Dom's steak tips and Dom's meats to be shipped across the country. Official steak tip of the New England Patriots. And you can find them on Instagram, Dom's Sausage Co., along with Facebook. And if you're in the area, you can even Uber Eats and DoorDash Dom's meats to yourself.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. All right. Where were we next?
I got a quick little sidebar. Did you see that I edited Wikipedia?
I saw you tried.
Oh, they let it happen. They were up there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Huh.
They let me do it and then pulled them away. And I did CNS Pizza, Zeno's, and just the
You were basically trying to interject yourself into all these different beef shops Wikipedia pages.
Well, no, there was city Wikipedia pages.
Oh, city Wikipedia. Oh,
it was
okay.
It was Pepperell. I typed in CNS Pizza's the best beef in Pepperell. I went to Ipswich, typed in Zeno's the best.
They wouldn't leave those, huh?
Nope.
Did you?
And then I went. Nope. I was, just keeping it cool. Then I went to the roast beef sandwich Wikipedia page, and then that's when I put a little sauce in that taco and thanked ourselves and the boys. And it got removed.
Everything.
But I caught some heat.
Go on.
From idiots who think you should be promoting the culture, not some weird self-promotion.
All right. Here's the thing.
Zoo lover.
Here's the thing. That is just going to be a constant, I'm assuming, for the rest of your beef career. Let's put it that way. Andy Ferg does something. Andy Ferg catches shit from retards. That's just going to be the way that it is. You put you are promoting a beef shop. Yes, also self-promoting yourself, but Jesus Christ, you're promoting the beef shop as well.
Is it not? Let me go here real quick. Is it not true?
It's not a paid gig, motherfuckers. It's like, Jesus Christ. Of course, a little self-promotion goes a long way.
And I'm going to go ahead and get on my soapbox real quick.
Honestly, you should make a North Shore Beef's Wikipedia page. You can make one for yourself. Okay. And I think that might actually help you connect the fucking, what's it called? The something tissue, the connective tissue. Of the roast beef sandwich through Wikipedia if you start with making one yourself. Go.
I will do it tonight. So.
You're not going to do it tonight.
I might.
Only I work on Tuesday nights.
In 2008, October 14th, 2018, the roast beef sandwich scene in the North Shore was nothing special compared to what it is right now.
What date?
October 14th, 2018.
Fact.
Yes. Londy's in West Peabody.
I couldn't get it on TV to save my life. I tried for years.
Mm-hmm. Londy's was slinging monsters, but that's their thing. Ted was always making huge ones.
Yeah.
But there was no one who had connected all these places together to see who was slinging the best.
Huge ones.
Big fucking huge ones.
Big fucking huge one, kid.
No one had unionized, for lack of a better word, the sandwich, where shop owners could see what other shops were making and we could review them and they could get feedback.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
There's no joke there. Yes, you did.
I created this platform.
Yes.
On that date.
You sat on your toilet.
Yeah, slowly but surely it kept getting bigger and bigger, and now it's a fucking machine. And the shops who love it fucking love it.
Harrison's wasn't slinging heaters in 2018. Go fuck
No,
yourself.
They weren't. Oh, he's laughing. He knows they're not. Harrison's 1988.
The only person jerking off Harrison's in 2018 was Scott Whitley. Go fuck yourself.
Well, even Bella's wasn't crushing it then. Like, no one knew who was doing it. I think they weren't even open yet. But when they opened, they weren't crushing it. Yeah, they weren't crushing it because no one was.
Yeah.
No one knew that the shop down the street also made good sandwiches.
Right.
When Matt from Jamie's opened Jamie's, him and I had a conversation. He point blank said, "I opened Jamie's because of the group."
Well,
because
I
mean, I knew
it had to be because again, I can only go back to doing a TV show, and again, I grew up in Linfield. We had a whiteboard with ideas. Roast beef, not North Shore beef. Mm-hmm. Roast beef sandwiches was always on my section of the board. Never got spoken of. Never got any fucking credit until you.
Until I started fucking.
And what it was basically Londy's, Peabody.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then a smattering of other staples, not even like, what we would consider today all-star players, but just like the old school staples. Mm-hmm. Like I was calling Land and Sea. I was and they want nothing to do with us. They didn't give a fuck. They were, you know them. They're old school and they don't need our fucking help. But it was, I believe, the TV show. We did Billy's, we did Supremes,
mm-hmm.
we did Londy's. Yeah, yep. We did Londy's with you. I think like Bella's had just opened up, and I think Scott went there on his own. Like he literally did a selfie camera video thing. I think that was part of it. He went because I wasn't there. I didn't go to Bella's for that one. And there was one other, I can't remember which one it was. But it was Bella's and Supremes. And it was still like the original owners too.
Oh yeah, it was Tony and Steph and his father.
And Steph was in the video.
Yeah, she's there working.
Yep. And Billy's was still slinging at that time what slinging was considered.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we went to Londy's, and because Londy's was the Mecca.
What's funny is when you guys went to Londy's, I think Ted might have just sold to Leo because Ted's not in the video. Leo is
okay,
and I think it was like week one of Leo owning it. You know what's funny about that? So thinking back to that, I had left the WAF studios.
You were just going to them.
I was going there? Okay, I was going to see Mike Shoe.
Because he was making the sandwiches. The only reason I know it is because I took your sandwich because I wasn't allowed to interact with you on camera.
Of course not.
And
because Josh and Mike, I was bringing the sandwiches to Josh and Mike.
Yeah, yes, you were. And he was making your sandwich, and I grabbed one of your sandwiches and basically dissected it on camera. And I'm like, just make him another one. I'm doing my thing because I've been playing fucking cameraman all fucking night. I'm gonna be an asshole for a few minutes.
It's just funny, like the point of it, like these idiots that started following or jumped on in 2021, 22. They don't know what we were dealing with in 2018 with the sandwiches and how fucking many different things, how many places I went to promote the whole sandwich for the culture.
Look, these dare I say Anthony Bourdain types of the roast beef culture don't understand what it was like.
They don't. They think it. Listen, I was at John.
These fucking cunts like Dan Bob.
I was at Johnny's last night, and I was looking at their menu, and she had just raised price a little bit. I said, "Well, your junior's still under $10. Not a lot of places are doing that." Yeah, some places are up to good, actually. I go someplace up to $13 for a junior, and you're basically getting a super in disguise. That's
really good, but that's actually really good right now.
It is. Yeah. And I go, it's just a super in disguise though, because she serves a regular junior.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, "This is all your fucking fault."
Well, we've said that many times.
I go, I know. Yeah. Sorry. I go, I'm trying to reverse the curse, but some people want a fucking giant junior.
Well, that's a whole different argument altogether. I mean, I put 100% of the blame / credit on you for changing changing the culture is a bit dramatic, but holding these shops to equality.
Yeah, that's accountability. That's all it is.
Accountability. Thank you.
They have to. If they don't make a good sandwich, they get slapped on the wrist.
It's like you not, and it's a double-edged sword because the smaller shops who are used to just fucking doing the regular working man sandwich don't fucking have to compete with the fucking highbrow whatever the fucks. Well, they're getting fucked.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. There should be, I feel there should be some sort of grading on the curve, but it hasn't been invented yet.
I put price of beef in the review because I think it's important that if I pay $13 and it's the size of a junior, that's fine. But if I pay $9 and it's a small one, I'm paying $4 less for a smaller sandwich. The math adds up.
Size of the sandwich counts. $9 for what?
$9 for a sandwich. $9 for a junior as opposed to $14 for a junior.
Right, exactly. So there is that. You're paying for what you're eating.
It's the only reason I've ever included price because it matters when you get a huge sandwich first because you go to Tessie's and the stack's huge.
Right.
Well, Tessie's is also charging $12, $13 for that stack. You get a small one at Anthony's. Oh, no, sorry, not Anthony's. At Johnny's or Land and Sea, it's costing you almost half the money.
It's almost unfortunate that you can't get those smaller ones. Like,
I want it back so bad. I want the junior.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've posted it. You've said it. It's a broken record at this point. But yeah, it's like a junior shouldn't be fucking 4 inches tall.
If I can figure out how to green screen, I got a whole plan.
Go on.
I'm gonna put the fucking real size junior behind me. I'll put a fucking giant one behind me, mix it up a little bit, and complain. See, this is what this is supposed to look like. Yeah. $8.50, not fucking $14 for a junior. It's a fucking junior. It's supposed to be smaller.
And again, this is your fault.
I know.
And it's your fucking mess to clean up because ultimately the roast beef sandwich, especially on the North Shore, was the working man sandwich, as you know. That's how you fucking that's what you do. But it's like they've become something else because of you.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. Again, we were, the Linfield High fucking kids, we were Giovanni's on Lake Street.
Go see Costa.
I don't even know if he fucking owned the place.
No.
He probably did, or his dad did,
no, his dad,
or somebody did. But that was our shop. You know, we'd all, you know, I was a fucking freshman in high school. We all pile into the fucking seniors pickup truck and dangerously drive our asses down there and get fucking, you know, regular juniors. They were size of a McDonald's cheeseburger.
They were probably $3.
Probably.
Yeah.
If that. You know what I mean? But they were the size of a McDonald's cheeseburger. That's the thing.
Yep.
Which you and I know, all you health conscious
all too well
fuckers don't fucking know. They're you know, they're there. They're not here.
Nope.
Calm the fuck down is all I'm saying.
We're gonna figure it out.
Calm the fuck down. Where are we going with all this?
Well, we're probably getting close to done, but we didn't discuss something from the golf tournament I did yesterday, and you had mentioned it could be a cunt of the week, and I don't really feel like calling this young man a cunt.
Well, we had two potential cunts of the week. Well, one of them was affected by you. One of them was just a national cunt of the week. But
you sent the article. I didn't look at it. I was busy fixing a boat.
We can do the national cunt of the week after your cunt of the week. But
so I was at this golf tournament and they had raffles.
We'll decide if he's a cunt of the week.
They had raffles. I love a good raffle.
The people.
And one of the major things being raffled off was a separate raffle. Was an 85-inch TV.
I have one of those. It's fucking gorgeous, by the way.
It's a Samsung. It looked wonderful. I want one.
Mine's nice.
Instead of a Samsung, what do you have?
Yeah, nice fucking Sony. It's like the second.
Oh, Samsung's way better than Sony. How dare you? First of all,
go ahead. Do your research. Did my fucking research, pal.
Nothing changed then because Sony used to be a piece of shit and Samsung was the king for a while.
Okay, well it's not. It was the highest rated fucking TV I could buy.
I'm sure. I'll take your word for it.
I put so much fucking credit debt into this one.
So what are they going to run, like $3,500, $4,000, something like that?
About 45, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one of these there. Everyone put in $20, separate raffle, just the TV.
Yeah.
I buy a ticket. I want this. $20.
Was it a blue ticket?
No, it was red.
Fuck 'em.
They did have blue tickets though.
Fuck 'em.
So they run the numbers. I don't win. This kid walks up.
That happens.
Baby face, maybe 19, 20 tops.
Yeah. Doesn't have a house. Doesn't have an apartment. Nope. Has a bedroom.
No place to put it.
That might fit a fucking 45er.
His dad's there. His dad has helped him run the tournament. Dad had that big money.
Yep.
That money.
Okay.
So dad didn't need this TV. He already has this TV, I'm sure.
Sure.
He goes full Italian. Where the fuck are you going to put it?
The dad.
He's like, he goes, I don't know. Well, we got no place fucking for this TV. And the kid's like, I don't know what to do with this thing. I don't know how to get out of here. He's all baffled.
Okay. And you're noticing this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's 10 feet from me. I go, my man. I go, $200.
My man.
That thing gets loaded in my pickup truck right now, and I drive out of here with it.
Yep.
He goes, I might just do that. He was all fucked up.
Okay.
Now I'm actually expecting a counter offer.
Like, how about 6?
I was hoping 5 was gonna be the number I'd settle on.
Okay.
5 was my number.
You wouldn't have gone to 6?
I would have. I was gonna Venmo him.
You would have gone to 6.
I start going, I'll Venmo you right now.
Yeah.
Problem is, Daddy's got that money. And he don't need this TV. And a couple $100 is nothing to this kid because Daddy's got fucking money.
Sure.
So I walk over. I go, hey, bud, I'm out of here.
Are you talking to the kid or the dad?
Yeah, the kid. Dad, I'm never talking to that dad.
Okay.
And I go, hey, I'm out of here. Let's make a deal, brother. He goes, we're just gonna donate it back.
To who?
The fucking Catholic school that put the tournament on.
Jesus doesn't need this TV.
He does not, no. And I was so disappointed. I'm like, counter offer. Let's make a deal. What the fuck are we doing? I want the fucking TV. Then I thought to myself, what if I win this TV and I pop it on Facebook Marketplace tomorrow for $2,000? I'm making $1,500.
You could do that as well.
Yeah, I was thinking all the options.
Yeah.
But this fucking little punk didn't need the money apparently.
So what happened?
I left. He donated the TV back to the fucking charity. So Jesus now is an 85-inch TV.
Oh, that's a cunt of the week. That's definitely a cunt of the week.
He's a nice young kid. Dad
doesn't matter. No,
I know the people involved. It was just
lessons need to be learned, sir.
I wanted it. I didn't even know if I could fit it in my house. I wanted it.
Slapped him.
I wanted a couple $100. $500. How about $500, my man? Let's go. Go fucking buy a prostitute.
gorgeous fucking set. 85 inches. You could put heat on 85 inches.
Oh, so mad.
The Road Warrior on 85 inches. I've done it. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah, no, listen.
It's so fucking sex.
These fucking people. One of the guy.
Any of these. You could watch your favorite Guardians of the Galaxy movies on 85 inches.
Another guy was there, and someone won a 50-50 raffle.
You would start to love those comic book movies on 85 inches.
Oh, I'm sure. Someone won a 50-50 raffle, and the prize was $800. You get $800, and the school gets $800. And if it's like a real charity, like some dying kid or a family that got lost house in a fire, you donate it back.
Right.
But what is the Catholic Church in a school in East Boston?
So when you say they donated it back, did they just re-raffle it?
No. This guy took the money.
He took the money, the value of the TV.
New story.
Please.
You weren't paying attention.
No, not at all.
A separate raffle, a 50-50 raffle.
Right.
The prize to each thing, the school and the person, was $800 each.
Okay.
When you go to these golf tournaments and the charity is something that's a big deal that might matter to people,
right.
And I would say ALS, cancer, things that hit home. Generally, when you win these 50-50s, you give the old donate it back, give it to the charity. That's commonplace.
Is it?
Yes, I played a lot of these. When you are playing for some fucking diddling Catholic priest who's going to buy condoms and lube with the money, you keep the money. Because it's not a charity that you care about, in my opinion. So I would have kept the money.
Right.
This guy had the same theory I do, and he kept the money. People started yelling, donate it back. And he went back to his seat, and the guy next to me goes, why wouldn't he donate the money back? I go, why would he? He goes, well, how much was it? I go, $800. He goes, that's it? I'm like, how rich are you, asshole? $800 is a decent amount of money.
Who gives a shit? It's $800. Fucking, I fucking hate you, rich cunts.
Yes, exactly. $800 is a decent amount of money.
I fucking hate rich cunts.
That's not 50. That's not 8. That's $800.
Take your fucking trophy whore wife out for a fucking dinner at fucking whatever steakhouse she likes.
Yeah, fucking cunt.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
800.
I didn't know.
But back to the TV for a second.
Yeah.
So they donated it back. Did they just re-pull a ticket?
No. So the TV is there still, probably. They gave it back to the people. They gave it to the school.
That's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You would have had a better time hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah. Beyond dumb. Stupid.
Like,
they gave the money. They gave the TV back to the school.
Rich people.
And I was mad. I wanted that TV.
You fucking new rich fucking new money fucking.
There it is. All right, I want you to explain this to me.
Go ahead.
Cubs fan screws Royal Stadium out of free Chick-fil-A.
I try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife. Come what may, I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt. But if that's stinking cunt, say it ain't true, but it tell you you're motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to your toes, you're a big fat stinking cunt.
So basically, didn't know this until this afternoon. Apparently, the Kansas City Royals, their stadium has a thing that if a home run is hit off the foul pole, the whole stadium gets free Chick-fil-A.
And was one hit off the foul pole?
Well, one was hit towards the foul pole against the Cubs, and a guy in full-blown Cubs fan, a full-blown adult, by the way,
with a glove on, right?
With a glove, caught the fucking ball right in front of the foul pole, and the entire Kansas City stadium got dick for Chick-fil-A.
So a Cubs fan fucked over 35,000 Royals fans by catching a ball that would have dunked off the foul pole.
And I don't even think he knew about the fucking rule.
That is so awesome.
Because he sat back down and the TV cameras are on him and he's just like, I got the ball. It's like, no, you just dicked over 30,000 people out of free chicken.
That's so awesome. I love that guy.
I hate that guy because he brought a glove to the game.
Glove to the
bare
game.
hand, different story. Different fucking story if a Cubs fan barehanded a fucking snag and fucked them all out of Chick-fil-A. But this fucking child, this 40-year-old child brought a fucking mitt.
So the picture I saw in the thumbnail, he had the hat and that shiny jacket on too.
Oh, he had
like John Candy from Bruce's Millions.
He had the fucking Cubs shirt, the hat, the glove. He thought he was part of the team. He definitely, and he was so happy. He caught that fucking ball. He was, I got it with a fucking glove. What the fuck? I think the last time I brought a glove to Fenway, I might have been 6 years old. Maybe.
I was going to say, what's the age limit on gloves, and what's the age restriction on giving a fuck about catching a ball?
Both of them are when you enter double digits.
I think 12 is the number.
It's basically the same fucking gimmick.
Yeah, I think if you're 12, you're cool. If you're thinking about banging chicks and you little hair in your balls, glove stays home.
The second you learn how to jerk off.
Although that guy's probably a pedophile based on the way he was dressed.
100%.
You can't wear a uniform to a game if you're not touching kids.
I mean, he brought a glove to the game.
He brought
a glove to an away game.
I think I did that once. I'll tell you the only time I did that once. I'll tell you when I did it as an adult.
Yeah,
I brought a 3-year-old to the game as well, and I needed to have shark-like reflexes just in case something came at us.
Was it your 3-year-old?
Yes, I brought Lily. She was 3, and I had foul ball seats. Like the balls are coming here, they're on the right field line, and I said, "I'm bringing a glove because I'm not letting my kid get fucking smacked." I didn't wear it.
It's a dangerous area to sit in.
Yeah,
I watched a man double over and lose his breath, and watch the soul escape from his body after a fucking foul ball just drilled him right in the fucking chest.
No, but if you're wearing the Cubs hat, the shirt, the jacket, the glove, you're doing this shit.
And it's not Wrigley Field. You're in Kansas City.
Kauffman Stadium.
Fucking cunt.
Yeah, that's a cunt.
That's a cunt of the week.
All right.
Do we have any words or fucks or marries or kills or any of that shit?
Nothing. I was pissing out my ass today. Couldn't do any research.
Nothing. All right, cool. Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company in Middleton, Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, world famous Cabaret Lounge Route 1 in Peabody, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly, and Dom's Sausage Company in Middleton. Ooh. Thank you for sponsoring.
Malden.
What did I say? Middleton?
Yeah, not Middleton.
Malden. Dom's Sausage Company in Malden. Thank you for sponsoring this week's program. Anything else?
Hopefully I'm here next week and I didn't die.
Jesus Christ, I hope so too, because we got checks from the cash. Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker, yeah!
All right. See you next week. See you next Tuesday.